Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Are you able to see the PDF?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So actually, this is syllabus of your design laboratory. Okay, it is the to create course. Okay, so here we have the part A and part B experiment. Means here, what it means by design laboratory. You have studied some design based subject like DME1, DME2, dynamics of machines. Okay, you have observed some concept like curved beams, vibration. Okay, all these parameter. So to understand that one, we have the few experiments. So by conducting that experiments, you can able to get the clear idea what you are already studied. Okay. So here we have the two parts of experiment. In part A, you have vibrational experiment, that is determination of natural frequency, logarithmic decrement, damping ratio, and damping coefficient of single degree of freedom vibrating system. Okay, both torsional and longitudinal. I hope you have the idea about vibration, right? ಮರ್ತ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀರಾ ವೈಬ್ರೇಷನ್?
We remember, sir. We remember, sir.
Okay, so then next experiment is determination of critical speed of rotating shaft. For rotating shaft, what is the critical speed? Okay, so when the shaft gets rotate, so when the speed get increase, it will create the vibration. Okay, so at some particular speed, it crosses some particular speed, the shaft will get fail. Okay, to find out that one, we are going to use this determination of critical speed of the shaft. Again, balancing of rotating masses you are studied in your dynamics of machines. Again, we have the determination of fringe constant of photoelastic material. Okay, so photoelastic material we are going to use to calculate the stress for different types of specimen components by using the fringe constant concept. Okay, so here there is without break the specimen, we can able to find the stress. Whatever you are conducted the experiment in your material testing lab, there we are going to use the direct which material you want to test. Okay, you are going to create the specimen by using that material. For example, if you want to find the tensile strength for MS means mild steel, you are going to prepare the specimen using mild steel only. Okay, but here when you are going to conduct the test, the material will get fail. Means you are going to break the specimen, you are going to get the values. But thing is, we are all know that stress is the geometrical property, not material property. Okay, so stress will get vary by varying the geometry. Okay, by using that concept, we are going to use the photoelastic material to find out the stress for different types of materials. Okay. Next is determination of stress concentration using photoelastic material. By using this photoelastic concept, we are going to use the stress concentration factor, then again crane hook using curved beam experiment for the crane hook using this one only photoelastic material. Okay, these are the part A experiment. In part B experiment, you have determination of equilibrium, speed, sensitiveness, power, effort of the porter or proel or artel governor. Any one governor we need to test. Okay. Again, determination of pressure distribution in the journal bearing, determination of principal stresses and strain in a member subjected to combined loading using strain gauge. or strain rosettes. Combined loading means you have studied in DME 1. The component undergone tensile, bending, torsion. Okay, so all the types of load acting at a time on the component, that we are going to call as the combined loading. Okay, the member undergoing the or member subjected to combined loading. So we are going to test by using the strain rosettes. Next experiment is determination of stresses in curved beam using strain gauge. Okay, then last experiment is experiments on gyroscope. Okay, these are experiments we have. So in examination, we have exam for 80 marks. So part A 32, part B 32, and YO was 60. So you have for 60 80 or 80 20?
60-40, sir.
60 40. Okay, one second. Oh, sorry, you are in the 17 scheme, right? So experiments are remain same. Okay, same experiment. So you have exam for 100 marks. Part A is for 50 marks and part B for 30 marks and YO was for 20 marks. So that will convert it into 60 marks. Okay, na? In part A, you have the vibrational experiment and photoelastic experiment, and one is balancing. In part B, you have the bearing, then strain gauge, strain rosettes experiments, and gyroscope and governor experiment. Is it clear? Okay, na? So now, so today I will start. Today I will start the critical speed of the shaft. Are you able to see the PPT?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now, so what is the whirling of shaft or critical speed of the shaft? It is defined as the speed at which a rotating shaft will tend to vibrate violently in the transverse direction in the shaft rotating in horizontal direction. Means just you consider one shaft is rotating. Okay, when it reaches to certain speed, the shaft start to vibrate. Okay, means it will give the transverse motion. Okay, so it will start the vibration in the transverse direction. Okay, so that we are going to call as the critical speed or whirling speed of the shaft. In another word, we can say that the whirling or critical speed is the speed at which resonance occurs. Okay, you are aware about that natural frequency, resonance, and all the things. On that particular speed, the resonance will occur. Okay, so then at certain speed, a shaft rotating has been found exhibit extensively lateral vibration or transverse vibration. Okay, so that we are going to call as the critical speed of the shaft. So you can able to see the setup. Okay, here to find out the critical speed, we are going to fix the shaft in between the M and N. So you can use D1 and D2, or you can remove that one. Okay, So this is in our experiment setup, we are not going to use this D1 and D2. Just it is like a cover. Okay, we are using grill type cover. Okay. So now this one shaft we can use 4, 5, 6 mm diameters shaft. Okay. So the vibration occurs, it is depends on the length as well as diameter of the shaft. Okay, here we are going to find out the critical speed at mode 1 and mode 2 type. Okay, so you can able to see this one. You can able to see in this figure. So you are able to see the shaft like opened in one form. Okay, so both convex and concave shape it is made. Okay, when it is rotating, you are going to get this shape. That speed we are going to call it as the critical speed at mode 1 vibration. Okay, so when it is the shaft at mode 1 vibration, you are going to get this shape. Again, further if you are increase the speed, so the shaft will tends to mode 2 vibration. Okay, it will occur like this. So it will create waveform. Okay, so you are going to get this shape, whatever the shape what the shape you got in the mode 1, same two shapes you are going to get here. Same shape in the two position. Okay, so here and here. This we are going to call as the mode. Okay, so experiment is very simple. We are going to switch on the motor. We are going to increase the speed by using dimmer start. Okay, when it reaches some particular speed, the shaft will takes this shape. You measure the speed, that is critical speed for mode 1. At the same time, you go to again you increase the speed. Again you increase the speed, that it will create the mode 2. You can able to see in the figure. It will give the mode 2 type. Okay, that we are going to call as the critical speed at mode 2. Okay, so now once when you are conducting the experiment, we are going to use this tabular column. Okay, one is serial number, end condition of the shaft. Here we can use the different conditions. Okay, so one is the end conditions are, one is both fixed, okay, fixed and free, then free and free, then one is free and another one is the fixed. Like that you are going to get the 4 conditions. Okay, so here we are considering both ends are fixed using bearing. Okay, so by using that condition, we have only one condition to conduct the experiment. So for that, both ends are fixed. Diameter of the shaft we are going to use 5 mm. Okay, we are going to use the 5 mm diameter. Weight of the shaft per unit length. So we have the value of 0.15 Newton. Okay, so after calculating that one, we are going to get the 0.15 Newton. Then, so once you take on the observation, start the experiment, you note down what is the mode 1 speed, what is the mode 2 speed. Okay. Then by using the theoretical parameter, you should calculate the mode 1 and mode 2 theoretical speeds. How we are going to calculate? See, we have the equation, theoretical or natural frequency vibration, Fn is equal to K into root of E Ig. Okay, means this is the moment of inertia. Okay, divided by W L to the power of 4. Okay, so So K is for the end, both ends are fixed. You are going to use 2.45. I will tell you, I will give that material in the Google Classroom. K is the constant, 2.45 we are going to use. Again, we have the Young's modulus of this particular material is 2 into 10 power 5. Then I is the moment of inertia. So we know that pi d to the power of 4 divided by 64. Because this is the circular shaft of 5 mm diameter. Again, weight of the shaft per meter. Okay, Newton per meter, weight of the shaft per meter. So we have the data of this one also. So this is the, we are going to consider, sorry. We are going to consider this weight of the shaft per unit length is 0.15 kg. Okay, 0.15 kg. Sorry, 0.15 Newton per meter. Okay, all the parameter we are going to get. So here we have the length of the shaft also, it is 980 mm. Okay, so you consider that as 0.98 meter. Okay, calculate Fn natural frequency of the vibration, then Fn into 60, you are going to get the theoretical critical speed of the shaft. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now I will play the video how to conduct the experiment. You note it down, you observe the video. Then after this video, I will update the whatever the observation I told you. No? So diameter of the shaft, length of the shaft, again weight of the shaft is that this one. Mm. This E, W and L, K value, I will give in the, I will put into the Google Classroom. So just I will give the code also. You know, go join to the Google class. Then you should calculate and you should upload the results, tabular column and calculation photo to the Google Classroom. Then only you will get the attendance. Otherwise, you won't get the attendance. No, only I'm telling. Okay. So now you can. I will put the video. Are you able to see the hear the voice?
No, sir.
You are not able to hear the voice.
No, sir.
I will do one thing. I will upload into the Google Classroom now. Okay. Immediately, I will create the Google Classroom. Okay, I will share the link in WhatsApp group. That the code. So I will update. I will update the video. This video. Okay. So you
Yes,
can
sir.
you can observe there. Hmm?
Yes, sir.